What's up, sportsmen? So I'm gonna start the vlog right now. Got home from school a little bit ago. So yeah. So right now I'm not doing anything interesting. So I figured I'd show you guys how I like to keep my live bait for ice fishing and freshwater fishing. So I got this nice little dorm fridge here. Oh, before I start, the last vlog, the ice fishing vlog, I was using the GoPro monopod that I got for Christmas, and the audio was fairly poor because it was away from my face, and it kept clanking and stuff. So I don't know what that was, but I got the head mount on now. So yeah, we're gonna start now with the bait. So I got this little dorm fridge here. If you open it up, I got these wax worms here. This is how I like to keep my wax worms, because if you notice, when you buy the wax worms, they're in a nice little fridge like this. So I like to just keep them just like that. So I usually get a can of 36, and then I fish with them until they're either A, dead, or B, I'm out of them, and then I just go and get new ones and bring them back in here. Here's a can of 12 that I got. Here's a can of 36. I like to get my wax worms from Fleet Farm. I feel like these were from a gas station, and if you can see, there's a bunch of brown ones in there and stuff. Most of them are still alive, but some of them are dead, and these are all alive and healthy and stuff. So that's how I like to keep my live bait and stuff. That's how I like to keep my wax worms. Now I'm going to take you guys downstairs to the cellar. Alright, so got down here in the cellar. Before I start, I want to say that I like to keep my live bait down here, because it's about 45-50 degrees ish in here, rough estimate. So I like to keep them down here. This is the coldest spot in the house, without them going outside and freezing. So now I'll get into this stuff. I'm going to start with the minnows here. So what I've done is I bought a styrofoam bucket from Fleet Farm, and I got a dozen medium shiners. Like I said with the wax worms upstairs, I like to get my bait from Fleet Farm. I feel like they take better care of the bait. These are all from Fleet Farm, and none of them have died yet, except for the ones that I used fishing. So I had a dozen, now I've got about half a dozen, because of course I went ice fishing. So I have a styrofoam bucket inside of a 5-gallon bucket, because, funny story, one time I was at the gas station getting minnows, and this styrofoam bucket here had a rope on it, and the rope actually broke out of this hole here, and the whole minnow bucket tipped over and spilled everywhere. Minnows were flopping all over the store. It was a mess. It was embarrassing, and it was a hard time to clean all that stuff up. So that's just a quick tip for any of you who have ice or styrofoam buckets. Another thing, the water, if you can tell, is very dirty. I usually change the water out about every 3 days. So that's what I do with the water here. To keep them breathing, so they don't run out of oxygen, I got a nice aquaculture aerator here. I usually just every other day sprinkle a little bit of these fish food in there. I don't know what the gas station feeds them, or if they feed them at all. So I just sprinkle a little bit in there, and if they eat it, they eat it. If they don't, then they're surviving off of algae or they're eating their own poop and stuff. So that's what I do with the minnows. We'll get on over here to my night crawlers. Well, one thing, you don't have to get one of these aquaculture plug-in aerators. This is a Frabill battery operated one right here. I prefer, like, I have this running non-stop unless I'm fishing. So I prefer to have one that plugs in so I don't have to worry about batteries and stuff. So now we'll come over here. Now what I've got here is a Omaha Steaks styrofoam cooler. What I did is I put a bunch of dirt, like layered the dirt on the bottom, and then you can go out like after it rains or the day after it rains, and you want to go out when it's like 9 o'clock at night and it's wet on the ground and stuff. Then you just take a decent flashlight and go catch them with your hands. I had about 100 minnow or night crawlers in here this spring, but since it's winter right now, any live ones that I had left this fall, I took out and put them back in the yard, and then I'll catch them again in the spring and use them all year until winter. So that's what I do with these. Also, I get this it's called bus bedding. It's basically, I don't know if you guys can see in there, but it's basically crumbled up dry newspaper. So I like to get this and put it on top of the dirt, because it feeds the minnow or the night crawlers, and it insulates them a little bit so they stay cold or warm or whatever. So that's what I do there. I can also I do sometimes, like when my mom cuts like strawberry tops off or has some food scraps, I'll bring them down here and dump them in there, and then they decompose it and they eat it, and it keeps them healthier and stuff. So that's what I like to do with the worms. That's basically all I do with my live bait. So I hope this helped you out a little bit, keeping your live bait alive longer, and helps you out with fishing. So I'm going to go and put the camera down, do some editing. So I'll pick the camera back up probably later tonight if I'm doing something interesting. I don't know what I'm going to be doing, so I also want to say big thanks for getting me to double digits on my subscribers. It means a lot to me, keeps me motivated to do more. So yeah, if you got any questions about live bait, please leave a comment below. I read all the comments, so I can get back to you, and even if you don't have a question, just leaving a comment keeps me motivated, and I like to interact with you guys and stuff. So yeah, so thanks for watching this. Hopefully I'll pick up the video or the camera later tonight and get a little more footage for you, but I don't know. So I will catch you guys later. See ya.